morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. This is the Uncanny Omar with
Astonishing Melanie. It's together. Oh, let's do it. We are. Oh, wait, no, wrong way. This way. Come on. Go for it.
There we go.
I am upstairs because it hurts to sit with my back, and it feels better to stand. So I can stand at the standing desk this morning. Did everyone see that, Giro?
The Italia finish.
Okay.
No, what is that?
Yeah, I'm live on location.
Yeah, I assume. Oh, I love Omnibus voice. Happy birthday, brother. Happy early birthday. I know your birthday's coming up. And he has a live stream on Aussieverse, which is like 5 o'clock a.m. my time, but I'm going to try to make it in late. How is everybody doing? Seattle in the house. Melanie, I'm going to let you read Alex's.
Okay. Bonjour, Melanie. Bonjour, Omar. Bonjour, everyone. The whole world. Is that the right translation? Wait, you don't say the letters at the end of French words. Bonjour. Whoa, I said the I have no idea. Go team, blue team. Yeah. Oh wait.
I'm the blue team.
Let's change. Okay. I'll put headline gold team. Not that you ever see this because we're constantly showing comments, but wait, which one's the gold team?
Jean, Storm, Colossus, Iceman, okay. Archangel.
I like Storm.
There's not a.
You want to be blue team.
Blue team's got Wolvie. Of course I'm blue team.
Okay. Oh, this is actually.
Oh, yeah.
For my birthday last year, we went to, what's it called? Round one. And I won this in a crane machine. It's so cute. I actually won it. And Omar won this Kirby. And then, baby, how did you win this?
Charm,
the woman. I
did. I started talking to her, and she said, "Which one you want, baby?" And I said, "I'll take that one." And I went to give it to my wife.
Babe, to be fair, no, you didn't. This one's yours. You did not.
I kept it.
You said, "Hey, can you?" She was putting it back. She's like, "You give me any tips on how to get that?" She said, "Oh, here you go."
Yeah. Omar's a witch. Yes, that kind of charm. It only works on people that work on arcade, or what is it called again? Round one. Round one,
yeah. So you got the
I have a lot cooler powers than David does.
Definitely talking about X-Men, and we won't give any spoilers.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna be leaving to go see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in IMAX over in Indy, so I'll have to leave the live stream early. Dude, it was so good. I really enjoyed it. That's all I will say. No spoilers. Are those corgis? I think that is supposed to be a corgi, right? A little fat corgi. ¿Qué pasa, Omar Reyes? ¿Cómo estás, hermano?
Yeah, I missed the movie last night because I was like, I can't sit for that long.
Yeah, that sucked.
I have to stand or lie down. So thankfully, it doesn't hurt to lie down. Like, it doesn't hurt worse. Thank you. Happy early Mother's Day to. Hey, Basberg. How are you?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Stream, but we talked about meeting you and other people at the con.
Love listening to these Saturday Q&As while I read my Omnis, finishing up Wolvie 4. Wolvie 5 should be here Wednesday. That's right, it comes out. I think Wolvie 5 and Daredevil by Miller and Jansen. Oh, no, Miller Companion come out this week. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy it.
Weezer's Blue Album turned 30 yesterday. It means I graduated high school 30 years ago.
Don't do that kind of math, man. Don't do that math. Don't do that to yourself, Matt.
And this is completely correct. Squishmallows, when you need a birthday present for a little girl and you only have 2 boys, so you don't know what to get. Yes, that is totally what they're marketed for. Hey, Mark. And then, Saturday morning fans, little nephew's birthday is today. Hey, Graham. Thank you, guys.
JLI 3.
National.
So excited for that book.
Never willingly listened to Weezer in my life.
What? Oh, man, I loved Weezer.
Oh, baby. Doctor Who dropped last night.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I was busy watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Yeah. Why don't you tell me, Hayden?
Let's see. Had an incredibly tough time trying to decide which Wolverine cover to get. Ended up going with the standard one.
The standard one is the one I chose. Ian Churchill did one comic in there. And Tim Cell on Gambit Wolverine Victims was just, at that time they were, Tim Cell wasn't the Tim Cell that became the Long Halloween, or rather, Long Halloween and Dark Knight that I love. Because I don't have Facebook anymore, or I would have. Hayden, I rely on you. Happy Saturday. Hello, Omar, Melanie, and chat. Hope all is well. I think that dog toy is a Shiba Inu. That makes more sense, actually.
Yeah, that makes more sense. And you can stop. Oh, scored all the Excalibur epics to date, so it can stop campaigning for a cross-time caper reprint.
Stop campaign. Well, congratulations.
That's a good question. Best mom in comics. Saga.
Madeline Pryor.
Madeline Pryor.
She was willing to sacrifice her own baby.
What's her name?
Poor Nathan, man. He got abandoned by his father and his mom wants to sacrifice him. Talk about having issues. You're lucky we got cable out of that. Best mom in comics.
What's her name in Saga? Because it's been a few years since I read it. What is this?
Marco and Elena? Was that her name?
Elena? Okay.
Was that her name?
I really like her. I think she's a good mom.
Mystique. Then Mystique threw her baby on the...
Oh, good answer.
Aunt May might be the right answer, honestly.
Sue Storm. I don't think I've read any Fantastic Four comics.
Yes, you have. You always say, I don't think I've read.
I need to read Ryan North's.
You do. Correct? It's excellent. Is Skybound reprinting the Marvel G.I. Joe collected editions? They are. And they're having a Kickstarter for the hardcover compendiums. But I think they're still standard size. I don't think they're deluxe editions. Oh my goodness. Saga Saga on hiatus again?
Man, every time I go to the comic store, I see that one trade and I think about getting it. And I'm like, no, just wait.
What's up, brother?
It's been so long anyway. Might as well just wait.
Kingsport Cow. Wait for the hardcover at that point.
James Imitates' run on Defender's good. I'm starting it and I don't know what others thought about it.
I liked it. Yeah, it's a lot different than what Steve Gerber was doing, but I liked it. Yeah.
Wanda almost erased all of existence. Mother's Day and Father's Day. Who's this?
Rio Morales. Who has that last name?
Well, Miles. Oh, duh. Oh my gosh. Wow. please erase the last 20 seconds from y'all's mind. That was really dumb of me. Who is this? Bruce, thank you for the super chat. Let's see.
Oh my God, no, Bruce.
That's right.
Has DeMatteis ever written a bad comic? That's a good question. And I realize it's all subjective and people have difference of opinions. Like the Night, Spider-Man.
Did he write that one?
I think he did. Wasn't it him or was it at that point? No, I don't think it was Terry.
Oh, look it up. I talk about this like on a weekly basis.
Near me condition. Did y'all get divorced? Happy Mama's Day. Thank you so much, brother. No, Melanie's back is hurting, so she's upstairs in the where I do my editing. So I've got the table that can. What is that called?
Standing desk.
Standing desk. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, Omar, is there going to be an overview of JLI Omnibus Volume 3? 100 absolutely %, man. Yeah. I've been looking forward to that book and for a couple of years now. So yeah, I think it's in the mail today. Omar, really fun talk with Patrick Horvath on Tuesday. Beneath the Tree 6 came out on Wednesday and delivered. Excited for you and Melanie to read it and trade in September. Yeah, he was a really cool dude, and we talked afterwards about some of the projects and prospects that he's could have after the this particular trade paperback comes out. So it's good to see that.
So DeMatteis did write Like the Night. So I read the first issue of his Shadow of the Green Goblin, and it's very, what's the word? Retrospective? Not retrospective. What am I trying to say? It has a lot. it's this is for you if you like him analyzing and reminiscing the whole issue. So I'm saying that isn't, it was just a little bit, just for my taste, a little bit too much, but I'm still going to buy it because I love DeMatteis and I love Spider-Man.
Peter,
So like it's, set back in the past. It's like, hey, DeMatteis getting to write a story back in the 80s and 90s again. And then somebody asked about thoughts on Zdarsky's Batman. I love it so much. This is like one of the reasons to start buying single issues because I didn't want to wait for collected editions to buy it. This I recommend if you like over the top storytelling.
Oh my God, Punchline is back.
That's just on the cover.
Oh, I hate that character.
I was proud of myself for recognizing her at the con. I was like, hey, I just read about her.
Carnage on your shirt looks like it's going to bite your nipple. I just want to give a shout out to Nocturne 22, who has been following our channel since the first episode. So, like, I remember him being.
Get a shout out like on a tri-monthly basis. Nocturne.
I don't care. I don't care.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying.
You know how many people that watch our first episode are still with us? Like, that's not family. That's impossible. Like. Maybe 2 or 3.
We're looking for a recipe, Nocturne.
So thank you, Nocturne.
John, thank you for the super chat. Since we now know all the creative teams for the X books, Safe Storm, list the books from the one you're most excited about to the least. Oh, wow.
Dude. Okay, there's 9 of them. And I heard Storm isn't a real book. Didn't it get leaked that Storm was a fake book?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was somebody told me it was a fake book. Who was it? Maybe it was Peter and I talking about it. So from what you want, the one I'm most excited for?
Yeah, it is. Let me go back up to it. Most excited to the least. I'm excited about Ryan Stegman's art.
So he's with Jed McKay.
And I like Jed McKay.
Okay, so I think there's 9 of them, right? Omar, bring the Wade and Ringo Omni upstairs for Melanie to read. Let's get her an F4. Oh, she would love it. I think so.
No, don't get distracted. I'm showing comments.
Okay, wait. Okay, what I'm most excited for? I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited for Gail's Uncanny. Yeah, bring her on. Yeah, Gail's Uncanny with Marquez on art. Then Jed McKay for sure. Jed McKay has been killing it on every title. I've become a really big fan of his stuff, and I'm glad his name is now becoming something like people are like, oh, it's the guy that did Avengers, it's the guy that did Moon Knight, it's the guy that did Doctor Strange. And at one time it was like, oh, it's the guy that did Black Cat, and people hadn't read Black Cat. They were like, so this book's gonna suck. So I'm glad that he's becoming a big name. After that, I really like the dude's art that's doing Wolverine, and I cannot remember off the top of my head. Saladin Ahmed is the writer on it, and Saladin Ahmed's arcs always are a little bit of a slow burn, and then something happens, and I'm like, okay, that's really cool. So I'm kind of excited for that one. What else is next? NYX, because of the creative team, Lansing and Kelly.
So that answers somebody's question. Who's writing NYX?
I think it's Lansing and Kelly. Both of them are writing it. So I'm excited for that. And what else? Stephanie, no, Eve. I want to see what Eve Ewing can do with Exceptional X-Men. Is that what it is? And then what's left? Phoenix and X-Force. Is X-Force? Probably X-Force and then Phoenix last. So that's the order. Thank you for the question.
So on the comments, at least NYX, most Jed Stegman worried for Wolverine. Who's on Wolverine?
Saladin Ahmed, and I cannot remember the gentleman's name that's drawing it. I really dig his art. So the reason why I'm super excited about that one.
Months ago, I told you about Boom about to lose Buffy. Also told you Fox owns 49% of Boom. Buffy no longer is on the series page on Boom's site. Any marvelous news? Bruce, thank you for the super chat. And
Bruce, you're breaking news right now. I didn't know that. I'm serious. I didn't know that. I forgot about that when he was talking about Buffy. I don't know. They might. I mean, it doesn't have to be Marvel, right? Look at what
I miss Buffy.
Season
I miss
8 was so good. But look what they did with like Star Wars, like the Star Wars license, right? Like they have Star Wars license and they kind of branch it out, and they've got the Ducks and the Disney book licenses, and they have Fantagraphics, and they've got who else is doing the Duck stuff? Oh, Dynamite, right? Earl Smith, we have a super sticker from Earl.
Oh, sorry, Earl. Thank you.
And let me make sure we didn't miss what he said.
Hey, this matches your shirt.
It does. Ain't nobody licking anybody's nipple there, though. There's my buddy Dumb of X. How's it going, man? The Jamie Delano Omnibus got downsized from. Gosh dang it. That does mean they're doing a dumb. Never mind. I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself. But Absolute MM. Mr. Miracle went from 392 pages to. What are they putting? More script in there? X-Men 97 is rocking my world, and I can't wait for the season finale. Me neither, brother.
Storm is listed as a real book at the end of Marvel's. Did you get the Blood Hunt issue? I think you did. I think.
Oh, okay.
Free Comic Book Day Blood
Hunt issue,
and Storm was advertised in the back of one of the Free Comic Book Day issues. I believe it was the Blood. Yeah.
No, I'm excited for the new NYX. I do not like the original NYX outside of the artwork by Joshua Middleton.
Martin
Coccolo. Yes, his art is freaking awesome. If you haven't seen it before, he did a reveal of his cover. I think it was before it was officially announced that he was going to be the artist. Solid. Oh, thank you, man. How you doing, buddy?
David Gabriel puts you on the direct market cover of your favorite Omni reprint. Results may vary. Not available.
Of all places, Quebec, my brother.
That's a good picture of you, Alex. We
Omar.
are now. Oh, hey, Kingsport Cal, here's Bar. There you go. You did summon her.
Why did you summon this woman? Here we go.
My new 3 has made it through Onslaught now. Is there anything to look forward to until Morrison starts writing, or is it 4 years of suckage? Ew, Mark, language. Oh my gosh.
Okay, first of all, Mark is a gentleman and a scholar. You can't just scold him because of what he's. Listen.
Let me tell you, I learned so many words yesterday from study hall. I was like, what are you all saying?
So let's get real. Let's get real. This is the era when I stopped reading comics and I came back, and I have reread this era probably 4 times now. There was a time that I was doing an annual X-Men read through, and then that got ridiculous. And then when I started doing this full time, I'm like, well, not doing that again until this is said and done. What are the highlights of you survived Onslaught? So that's good. You're on a good streak right there. What's after Onslaught? Zero Tolerance? People like that one. I always thought it was Apocalypse the 12. Not so good. Chris Claremont comes back for Revolution, and that's okay. We still need like the Trial of Gambit. Oh God, I hated that retcon. And this is just me being honest. Now, am I excited when these books get announced for an omnibus? Absolutely. Making room up there already, baby. Trial of Gambit is before Onslaught? No, it's after Onslaught. Because I was out of comics by that point. Oh my gosh, Cyclops fighting birds. Magneto War had its moments.
And Elektra in front of the mansion. That's all.
Yeah, Magneto War had its moments, mainly because it did away with a retcon that a lot of people weren't happy with, but then it doesn't matter because that retcon is back. Oh my gosh. Good journey, Mark. Does that answer your question? There's a preview of Gail Simone's X book at the back of the Blood Hunt, which I have. It was awesome, and I don't read X-Men at all. Too scared and intimidated to start. Don't be scared, Matt. Oh, and happy Mother's Day, Melanie.
Thank you.
Gen X was a title during this era. It was fun and brought back Howard the Duck. Yes. Your definition of fun may vary.
Okay, read this.
Hey, Omar, I've been watching you for years. You've opened up my horizons to so many amazing comics and sparked my love for X-Men. I owe so much to you. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm so glad you're enjoying comics and you're enjoying X-Men and you're still here. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about reading Chainsaw Man once I'm caught up with One Piece.
That's a quick read. Lydia and I read that. That's a lot. What is that picture camera left to Melanie? It's Vampire Hunter D. It's a print.
Yeah.
From Yoshitaka Amano. So we have that in our bedroom because Yoshi Takamano makes the magic happen. Oh, Melanie, you read this one.
It's okay. Thank you for the super chat. Happy Mother's Day, Melanie. My oldest son took his mom to PR for Mother's Day. What's PR? And he doesn't realize that he's also father. That is also my Father's Day gift. Time to read. Awesome. Wait, what's
Did you Puerto Rico?
Is it Puerto Rico?
Mm. But that's one heck of a gift.
Thank you. Good for them. Here, Saito, I'll look in the comments for you to explain.
I think did your oldest son take him to Puerto Rico? By the way, kittens are now in super high energy of their life. Oh my gosh, you remember when they were that little?
Yeah,
I was trying to play with my son's 10-year-old beagle who is not. I bet that poor beagle hates you.
Bruce. I was thinking of Luna this morning. I miss her. She was a dog and cat form. She was so awesome, and
she would fetch. Remember, she was the one cat we had that fetched.
She we at the lake. She was a stray, and I took her home, and she lived with us for a few months. Was it a year?
No, maybe it was almost 2 years.
I feel like that. And then it stormed really bad, and she went missing. We never found her.
I like to think that she found a happy home.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Oh, so it is Puerto Rico.
Okay, it was awesome. Not the public relations or the public restroom.
Extreme X-Men Volume 1, written by Chris Claremont, was my first X-Men experience. I don't care if it was a hot mess. My nostalgia goggles are fully on. That series is why I love Sage. I'll be honest with you. I actually dug Extreme X-Men. I think, it is a very divisive series. And it wasn't just nostalgia of Chris Claremont coming back. I kind of like the stakes. I like Salvador La Roca's artwork during that time when he was just using pencils. And it was just colors on pencils. So, yeah, I'm with you. I can see why people don't like it. I enjoyed the Trial of Gambit in a bubble, but I realize it doesn't really add up. It doesn't.
What's your favorite Daredevil run?
Oh.
Mine's Zdarsky's. And Jimenez.
Brubaker Miller. It's got to be one of those two.
Wait, who did I say? I didn't. That's who's with now. Chichetto. Is that how you say his name?
Kitto.
Let's see. What do you think of Superman for tomorrow? I like it a lot. A lot of people seem to hate it.
I didn't like it. I didn't hate it. I mean, it's got some good things going for it, but I did not like it. The good things that it got going for it was, of course, Jim Lee's artwork, but I don't know what it was, honestly. Maybe it was Brian Azzarello's writing. It never really clicked with me. And it was after Hush. And it's interesting because Brian Azzarello's Batman book right after Hush gets a lot of hate too. So it might be because they're coming off of this big run. Feliz Dia de la Madre, Melanie. So yeah.
Speaking of covers, congrats to Omar for getting his first cover with Extremity.
Yeah, did you guys talk about that? Not yet, because I was letting Walt and CGN work the deals out.
About what?
Okay. I know I've talked to you about this.
No, I know I'm mad because you did it. Surely I can't forget something like that.
We went for a walk. I remember when I specifically told you it took me a month to think about it, but Walt and Max wanted to do a direct market cover.
Oh, I do remember.
Oh, God. This is what I live with. I get yelled at because she can't remember what we've talked about.
Because it makes me mad. That's important. How can I forget something like that?
I don't know, but why are you yelling at me like I'm not my fault? Keep your receipts, gentlemen and ladies. Keep your receipts.
What does that mean? Are you talking internet speak?
Sure.
Okay, anyway, I love you. And that's so
I'm gonna let them work out it's gonna be a direct market cover that will have it's a near mint condition direct market cover, and it's gonna be exclusively because they're the stores that are doing it, right? Which means they're the ones that have to fork over more money to pay for the cover, because it's a direct market cover, meaning that you have to have so many printed. So of course, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, baby, I'm so proud of you. I'm gonna cry.
But then
See,
I
that
didn't
is-
do anything. I just said, like I said, it took me like a month to think
know what
about
I
it
mean.
because I felt bad. Like I'm like, but what if somebody can't like lives in Australia, for example, and they won it and they're fans of the show that would feel betrayed. And then I was like, but the direct market covers happen all the time, and it's out of my control. And I was like, well, this does make me feel really cool, like we are a part of a community. So yeah, once they work out the whole thing, I will be happy to announce
You're
it.
so sweet, and you want to make it fair for everybody.
I know. I think. I mean, I think other retailers can order through Walt. Is the way that it works. But once I get all the information, yeah, I will let you all.
Okay, we'll talk more about it. Ben, look at what you started. I'm going to hit him, and then I'm going to hug him.
That is our relationship right there. That is no lie. It is can you imagine what that does to a man's brain?
Oh, hush. I'd have to control myself at my job. It'd be even keel.
You work with kids.
Full time. Right. I have to be professional and even keel. Like, what's it called? Like, calm and not be on a roller coaster. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you pick something?
Yes, Jarson. Just because for you, I remember I promised that I was going to drop that video. I filmed it 2 weeks ago and I haven't had time to drop it, but it will drop tomorrow afternoon. Promise.
Which one did you click? I think you clicked and then
I clicked on there was a couple funny ones like this one. With any luck, it will be an exclusive NMC Alpha Omnibus. You heard that to me. Speaking of Alpha Omnibus, Kristen, I'm here to make sure Melanie saw it. She did not see that. Nobody needs to see that.
What? Really?
Drew this. By the way, we didn't say it on our channel, but congratulations on your baby that's coming, Kristen. I know I congratulated you on Jess's Omnidog.
Yeah, I knew that too. Well, congratulations. Yeah. I remember because I remember seeing on a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when's the baby due?
That's a question for Kristen. I don't know. As long as the NMC variant has no extra AI, I can guarantee that. It's for. I was clicking on bars. It's a variant cover for which book? It's for the new Poison Ivy Harley Quinn one shot.
Oh, you're such a jerk.
Get it in America.
You're such a
jerk. No, it's for Extremity, and it's a Daniel Warren Johnson variant cover. What are you doing? I thought your back was hurting. How are you gonna be jumping around, Melanie?
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt to stand. Okay. It's Daniel Warren Johnson. I didn't pay attention to which book it is. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. I'll have to show you the cover. Well, you got the cover. Next stop, writing a comic. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to a They Might Be Giants concert on Wednesday, and I'm so scared. Like, I have to stand still. I can't dance, or I'm going to mess up all the work I've been doing.
Nobody dances to They Might Be Giants music.
Yes, I want to jump.
And if you do, that ain't dancing. Being a middle school teacher, I know exactly what Melanie means. Keeping one's calm and professionalism around challenging students is such a good way to do it.
You wake up some kid. She's like, "Why did you hit me so hard?" Like in front of the class, and I'm just like, "Let it go, move on. Let it go, move on. I'm not going to address it right here."
You know, school's almost out. School's almost out this year.
Due date is August 28th. Thank you. We have had some lovely viewers get some things from our registry. Oh, yay! That's terrific.
Congratulations again. It will change your life, but it's all worth it. I promise. It's a miracle.
Yes, nerd powers have healed me.
Yeah, Melanie.
That phrase that I made a dance to.
I don't know. Was it when you were drinking?
No, we were doing a live stream, and it was. You all do remember? Help me out.
Omar, keep surprising Melanie so she can get some physical therapy. And keep surprising her with things I've already told her. You got it, buddy. I will tell her.
Like, no, what was it? About the absolute edition of Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle. I don't know how many. Third time she found out about it, and she's got not goldfish memory, but she's found out about the absolute Mr. Miracle, Mr. Miracle 3 times, and each time she reacts the same way. Did you know there's an absolute Miracle or Mr. Miracle coming out? I can't wait. Why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, I did tell you.
Okay,
that is.
Fun fact: Dane DeVito on Always Sunny, he produced Freedom Riders. I love that movie so much, and I'm showing it to my students.
Oh, hey Don, have you been, buddy?
Oh my gosh, I am Memento. Sorry, here, let's go.
You are Memento. How have you been?
Oh, not
Almost
yet.
at 100K. Almost at 100K. Omar, have you read Superman Grounded? Yeah, the JMS book. I really liked it and was hoping JMS stayed on the book, but I feel like he didn't get any chance to tell his story till the end. Yeah, he left. He left that in Wonder Woman, which stunk. So I think it was rushed, but I am a fan. I actually like that book. I like when characters are grounded. Melanie, you read this one.
Hey, Omar. ¿Sabes cuál es la mejor forma de comprar Omnibus
Muy
a
bien.
un buen precio para traer a Costa Rica? Amazon se vuelve bastante
Costoso. They
costoso.
get really pricey. En
I know
verdad,
that.
okay, en verdad no sé a Costa Rica porque lo que hace mucha gente es comprar de sitios como Cheap Graphic Novels o In Stock Trades o organic Price Books de acá de los Estados Unidos y lo mandan por un bote con otras cosas, ¿cómo se llama en español? Pero acá se llama freight shipping. Puedes tratar de hacer eso. Es la única forma para hacer algo así que es más barato que lo que cuesta allá en Costa Rica.
You all tell when the final is, when the X-Men 97 finale is.
Is there any comic run you've missed in your youth but gave you the same high or close to Uncanny X-Men in adulthood? Flash, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, both of those. Remember, Melanie? I would come home from work and jump on the bed and read the old cruddy trade paperbacks because I did not want to stop reading. I was having too much. Oh my gosh,
Remember 3 times I found out.
Never mind. I can't ask you if you remember.
I do, but listen, I do remember you really liking Jeff Johns' Flash run because I read it. You loved it so much. I remember that.
Yeah, I those two gave me that same high. I'm with you. And honestly, House and Powers of X every week. That era of X-Men, I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
so good to be reading X-Men.
So he was asking, or this person was asking, what another way to buy books because Amazon's so expensive.
Yeah, in Costa Rica. Hey there, have you gotten your copy of Little Monsters Deluxe yet? Not yet. I think it ships out next week, right?
Envío de la carga.
Envío de la carga. Así se dice freight shipping. Muchas gracias, hermano. Minty, save it's next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Melanie really taught Omar Spanish too.
Hello, Omar and Melanie. Been a while since I've been on. How have you been, buddy? I've been able to catch a lecture. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I feel like, does your coffee taste a little bit like hazelnut?
Have to second Big Stew. No, it doesn't. It's good.
No,
Have
I
to
like that.
second Big Stew. Any idea of the price of the new Marvel masterpieces? I don't know. I don't think they know. That will be in the solicitations, but I mean, keep in mind the information that I got that I shared with you all. That oh my gosh, that has like. The day that I got the information, I made the video, and then there was just a little bit of a small correction, so I had to re-edit because they changed their minds about something, and then they changed their mind about the title. So even the title may change too, because that's how advanced breaking news you all have. We get them at, like, as soon as Marvel or pretty much David and his team's like, all right, we're gonna do this. What are we gonna put in there? I don't know, but we need to tell Omar something. So let's just get something out there. So it's really cool. Like that for real is the way that it works. So sometimes you'll see something change. Sometimes it's covers, but as far as prices, I think that will be up to the printer and of course Marvel and how big those books are going to be. Because I assume they're still going to have extras, even though they're facsimiles. I don't get facsimile single issues, but are the facsimiles just straight up like the original single issues, right? With the house ads and the letter pages, but they don't have any extras in them, like sketches or anything like that. Does Valiant have any plans to print more of those thick trades, like Archer and Armstrong's? Yes, they do. Actually, I need to talk to them because they have a big plan that's coming for big. If you're a fan of epics. Did
you get the Transformers Volume 1 trade yet?
No, I've asked Skybound. I thought Skybound was going to send me a copy of it, but I haven't heard back. So I'll buy it regardless.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll go buy it for you.
There's a direct market cover too.
Double dip.
They
Survival is getting a TV show through Sci-Fi.
That's really cool. He's been working on that for so many years now, so I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy.
Cosmos Shop time. Thank you.
Oh yes, so BD Cosmos is our Canadian leader in graphic novels. They have a physical storefront in Montreal, Quebec. Their website is bdcosmos.com. 25% off your order of 99 Canadian dollars or more. Free shipping everywhere in Canada for over 200 Canadian dollars or more. But you can tell them to ship it together. That way they can, you can get $200 worth of stuff and they can ship it for free. And you let them know Near Make Edition sent you their way. You'll be added to their monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers. And that is
BD Cosmos, with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. Hey, I got room to dance.
Move in. I didn't know what it meant.
And Doom Vader Dan was saying thank you.
Oh, Mark Wade, Kingdom Come. I mean, if I'm not including a miniseries, then of course it has to be. Oh gosh, his Flash. Yeah.
How do you read Transformers digitally?
I don't know. Are they available digitally?
Like in the chat have
Skybound stuff?
Suggestion?
No update on the Captain America 17 yet. At least I haven't gotten it.
Correct. Facsimile editions just contain the issue as originally released, adds letters and all except for the cover price.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, the cover price. I used to read X-Men and trades in my car on lunch breaks when I was in my 20s. Did you do it while you were driving too? Melanie used to get on me for that. I put it on my steering wheel. I'd be driving like that.
You're the dumbest person ever.
The dumbest person ever.
Whoa.
Wow. You were just going off about how dumb some. Never mind. Did you get? Oh yes. I'm just unstarring some of these. $100 billion. Omar, any thoughts on the Absolute Superman by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank? Yes. Until we get an omnibus, I'm in. I'm excited for it. I love those stories. I love those stories. There was a time when I called Jeff Johns the Michael Bay of comics. Then Omar had me read JSA, Infinite Crisis, 52, and Flash. And I know now that title goes to Mark Miller. Oh, man, I'm so glad you enjoyed that stuff, though. I love it. You're not enjoying any Danishes this lovely morning?
I bought one.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I ate it.
Oh, okay. Oh, New Spoon Channel's asking, we get sweet vanilla cream cold brew because I found out you guys just getting cold foam on top of the cold brew. I looked up the nutrition information. It said 45% saturated daily fat intake. I was like, what?
Baby, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, people
this
need
is
to know.
The Saturday live stream.
No, positive and honest.
Leave that for other channels. They want to know about comics here. Nobody cares how much calories in a freaking coffee right now.
Raise your hand if you care. Somebody cares. You need to know.
By the way, Melanie's going to make the same comment 2 years from now on the live stream going, did you all know that the coffee? Omar, if you could keep one, what would it be? Sagio Jimbo Run, Akira Color Editions, or your new
Warrior? Wow. Wow. That is thank you, OMAC Experiment Cares, and Eddie Brock. Thank you. Two.
Oh my God, you people are the worst. They don't care. Two people. Good job, Melanie.
3. Let's go.
Man. Akira in color. No, and I love Warriors, but Akira in color, man.
Warriors. I'm gonna tell Fabian.
But you don't understand. Back then, we weren't getting manga in America. Like, people don't realize how scarce it was.
Hey, what did you get at C2E2?
I got the 3 missing issues of Akira that I was missing. My buddy Johnny helped me work out a deal. Okay, I guess I'm taking comments. Where's I don't know where she's going. And thank you for that, Sass Murph. I kind of thought that. Oh my gosh! This is why we keep bar at a minimum.
Yay! Oh, Maddie
sent me their way. They canceled my order.
You called me a princess, and Maddie thought it was really sweet.
You're my princess. I care. Okay, there we go. You got 3 people that care.
I got like 5. I got like
5 people that care. Good job. Thank you guys. You made her day. Smash that like button, Minties. Thank you, Tony. How have you been? Do you think there might be a Spider-Man animated adaptation omnibus in the future? I mean, if they would have to bring it back, right? Like the X-Men animated adaptations came back because they knew they were working on an animated 97. So, I mean, there's always a chance, yeah. Is there enough for an omnibus? Raise his hands. I care. Okay.
Magic Queen Melanie action figure. And sorry for lifting your wife's spirits, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Are you Catholic? You throw that Catholic guilt on me. The Flash and Justice League Omnis by Jeff Johns solely off Omar's reviews, and I absolutely love those books. I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm so glad you enjoy them. Oh, now the one thing that I saw about the compendiums and is they're using newsprint paper. And I don't know what they mean by newsprint paper, like, because, you know, there's the thicker newsprint that makes it look a little better and it doesn't, the ink doesn't rub off the page. But then you have like the cheaper newsprint paper, which I don't know if they'll use or not. Yeah.
Cheese.
And if she just missed the Kira over New Warriors Wild, it's because it was impossible to get manga back then.
We have a super chat, and then XRCZ once asking who our favorite superheroes.
There we go. There we go. This is a channel where we all have big eyes for big books. No one's counting calories, Melanie.
So, Job is great. Thank you for the super chat, and you're raising your hand for Omar.
I knew there was one of you out there. Who are your favorite superheroes?
Spider-Man is my favorite of all time. Had a crush since 7th grade. Can't pick him. Nobody can pick him.
Wolverine, Guts. I'm so base. Super Saiyan Trunks from the future, Nightwing, and my dad. Those are my 5 superheroes. My dad's a brave guy.
Oh,
he took on 3 dudes that were trying to like rob him. I know I've shared that story with you. They came at him with knives, and my dad was like knocking the crud out of those dudes. He's a tough guy.
Kingsford Cows is myself, and Undead 97 says nothing but macho pigs. Yeah, JR sure draws a nice finger.
Uncle Scrooge. That guy too.
Oh yeah, Uncle Scrooge. I feel like you're getting away from superhero category though. Who's your favorite?
What was that quote from The Office when Dwight was describing a superhero? The guy was like, I think you're mixing that up with superheroes and not heroes. Yeah, man, my dad's a tough dude. Ow. Omar, are you tracking the Ghost Machine universe that Jeff Johns started with Geiger? I am through trade paperback. What are you doing?
Just I'm judging your English.
I am through trade paperback.
The dead teenager. I know Powder Toast Man. Who's more the dead teenager?
Are we doing a FMK? What are we doing? Or those are your superheroes? Those are his favorite superheroes. Sorry, I'm getting ready for the AMA with Tarun Grumbeck. Omar's favorite superheroes. Also my comic crushes. That's awesome. I love hearing that, Nocturne.
Okay, before you answer the Have Spirits question, what's going on at 2 o'clock today?
So at 2 p.m. Eastern time on our Patreon, we do have an exclusive Ask Me Anything where it's like this, but there's drinking and uncensored and unfiltered language. But today, Torun Grumbeck is a special guest, and she's joining me because she wants to be completely unfiltered. So y'all have seen her on the show when she's filtered. I don't know what she's going to say, but looking forward to it.
It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and you get access through
there's James
and 77-cent tier on Patreon, which also gives you access to the book club. And this month, we're meeting on May 17th. No, I'm sorry, 19th. Sunday, May 19th. At 6 p.m. So that's going to be after the live that's on that Sunday to discuss East of West. And I've never read it before, by Jonathan Hickman. And who's the artist?
Oh my gosh.
It's the D. Oh, it's
Hold on.
downstairs.
Oh gosh, where did you leave it?
Sorry. What? Well, I
No,
took
it doesn't start with a D. It's Nick. Nick Dragoda, right?
CD. And I just
Yo,
realized
his last name starts with a D, so you threw me off.
What? Thank you, James. Thank you,
So,
Ben. There you go.
my favorite Peter David run. Somebody was asking earlier. Oh my gosh, it's a hard question to answer. Because I love X Factor, I love Spidey 2099, I love Captain Marvel, I love Supergirl, Young Justice, Aquaman. Oh my gosh, he's so good. His Spider-Man, like, but I have to go with the Incredible Hulk. That's my answer. You having my girl back on the show? Yeah, 2 p.m. today. Like after this stream, I'll take an hour break to go and eat something and get ready to drink and talk to her.
Any judgment you're making on Omar's English is reflective of my teaching abilities. And the King's person Mouse Country.
No, but judging Omar's like, right? What the heck?
I'm just thinking of your English. Wait. I saw the answer. Mort is a Marvel 90s limited series.
Series. Thank you for
that. Wait. Hunter is saying this is my last day being part-time comics, brother. After day, I'm full-time.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Everybody, this is my buddy Hunter, who's been watching the channel for a few years, and it's really cool to see him grow from collecting things to dabbing into single issues and then selling them and having auctions and just doing it for the last few years. He stopped by here because he was on his way to eat. This is how hardcore he is. I'm not going to say where he lives. He lives down south. And he stopped by here because he was on his way to Indianapolis to buy a collection, and the guy pretty much lied to him. So he drove for like 10 hours, and then I'm like, well, I can't let you leave empty-handed. I have all these old single issues. But yeah, man, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, he sat at our dining room table doing work. Got to post those things to sell. Oh, we're sorry, John.
You can watch the replay. Always watch the replay.
That's true. So the replay is available. And East of West is one of the first comics I read 6 years ago. Must read. So yeah, Omar loves it. I made it like sci-fi themed this month, and that's the one that won. How did your relationship with David Gabriel start?
Let me like Phil. Phil Owens. Let me tell you something right now, Phil. Let me tell you something. This is America, where we butcher everything.
America.
We say Versailles instead of Versailles. We take ownership of now. Now it is Versailles, Kentucky, and not Versailles, or it's Versailles, Kentucky.
No, it's
But it's funny because I actually is New Spooky Channel here. He shared a link with me of DG Chichester saying his own name, and it's DG Chichester, and I was like, that's the way I've been saying it. Everybody's been correcting me. So in my video when I did the overview, what was it? It was the Daredevil trade. I said it both the way you all told me to pronounce it and the way that blow everybody's mind. And some people mentioned that. So I might be napping it too myself. I have to admit that I haven't read any of Tarun's comics yet, but she seems very funny and cool in your English. She's great, man. She's great to talk to. Well, go and read her Valkyrie. Her Valkyrie is probably my favorite thing she's done.
How did your relationship with David Gabriel start? And Jacob, also want to get to your question about Rat Queens after that.
Let's see. 2018, he saw our free comic book day video. And he thought I was a vlogger. Somebody shared with him at the Marvel office.
Didn't want to do, but Alicia said, "Are we going to film?"
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool how it all kind of came together. And then he messaged me going, "Hey, this is David Gabriel, Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Marvel Comics, and I saw your video and I thought you were a vlogger. And then I was watching another one of your videos, and then another one and another one. And he said, I'll never forget that. He said, you actually know what you're talking about. How can I help?" That's how he ended his message. And at first, me, I'm like, at that point, I think I had like 5,000, maybe 3,000 subscribers. I can't remember.
Like, this isn't real.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, somebody's messing with me. But I was like, so I messaged him back. I'm like, yeah, this is Omar, and thank you so much for the kind words. And I would love to talk to you about this. And he's like, okay, here's my number. Let's set up a call. And for next week or something like that. So I called him on the phone. And even when I talked to him on the phone, I thought it was somebody else messing with me. I was like, So I threw in some things. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna throw some names in there that only real nerds about collected editions would know. And he was firing back, and I'm like, man, this dude did his research. He's really trying to. And then I tell you what made it real for me was the day that he said, I'm going to send you some advanced copies of books and you can promote them on your channel. I had a long conversation with him for like 2 hours. It was really cool. The first conversation I had with him. And it was about why some books aren't coming back to print. Because there was a time that people probably know that they've been collecting for a while where Marvel were only reprinting like 2 books a year, like of Omnis. It's crazy to think about that time because of where we are now. Now we're reprinting books that just came out like 2 or 3 years ago. But he said, I'm going to send you an advanced copy of a book and you can review it and we'll go from there. And it's honestly, dude, it still didn't feel real until I got my copy of it. And it was the Hulk by Jeff Loeb Omnibus. And I remember I texted Melanie and I took a picture of it and I said, it is real. And my life has never been the same. We're all David Gabriel. I'll send you advanced copies of books. Has there ever been a better chance? Well, even then, brother, I'm the type of person that I don't think something is real until I'm physically holding it in my hand. Like whenever I got job offers, I'm like, it's not real until I'm walking in the building and I filled out all those HR paperwork. Like that's the way I've always been. So with this, I still took it like he had, but before I even got that book, he was like, we talked about reprints and then he emailed me back the same day after we had our phone call. He's like, we're going to go ahead and reprint Daredevil by Bendis and Annihilation, because those were the 2 books that I kept seeing all my viewers talk about. They were like, there's no way they're going to reprint them. There's no way. And I remember on the phone, I was like, if I get one chance to talk to the president or vice president of Marvel Comics, I'm gonna, tell him the books that people have been talking about. And then the one book that I've always wanted, which was the Peter David Hulk Omnibus. I said, why are you guys doing Hulk by Jeff Loeb? That's another funny story. Why are you guys doing Hulk by Jeff Loeb? That story's no good. You should do Peter David Hulk run. And he was like, oh, it's because Jeff Loeb and I are really good friends. And I was like, oh, I should have said that. But he liked my honesty. Like that's what kind of kept us going. He's like, I like that you're honest. Because I remember one video, he was like, you were calling me out on a video because you said something about Man Wolf. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, that's kind of how I got started. Sorry, I'm long-winded. And my life has never been the same.
Good, interesting story.
So, yeah. So
Jacob said, I saw your Rat Queen's Omni overview. I had the first 2. Oh, and then I think I've got a super chat. Bruce's super chat. Okay. I had the first 2 deluxe editions. Would you recommend getting the Omni instead of the 3rd deluxe edition, or is the 3rd deluxe edition enough for the complete story?
It doesn't complete the story. You're still missing the last story arc, and you're missing that one single issue. Seriously. That's that's my honest opinion. Like from a completist standpoint, I would have to have the Omnibus because the deluxe hardcover's never finished. So you don't even get the last few stories.
Speaking of language, since my family was from Pikeville.
Are you really? I was born in Michigan.
So long to lose that accent. Thank you for the super chat, Bruce.
You know what I've heard once is the most Shakespearean English people sound like, or like the most Shakespearean people are going to sound. Melanie, help me with my English.
In Eastern Kentucky are the closest to sounding like what Shakespeare sounded like.
People that lived in hollers in Eastern Kentucky
as much as yeah. I know what you mean, baby.
Thank you. My English no good.
What with so many books, what are books that you reread for the simple joy of it, not for a review?
I'll be honest. I get excited over like, oh, Nightwing Compendium's coming out. It's one of my favorites, so I had to reread a lot of it. X-Men comes out and it gives me an excuse to read them. So out of joy, sometimes things that like I still, because I still purchase a lot of books myself. But because of crunch time, I have to stop reading them and I go back to some manga, some independent comics, and because I still do them because I want to talk about them in my hidden gems, which is coming back hopefully this week. trying to think. What is there something that I'm currently reading right now for fun? Because I'm looking at my stack of books and I'm afraid to turn the camera. But I have a stack over here that's really overwhelming. I'm like, oh, I need to get through that this week.
Let's see. So,
I saw him earlier.
Yeah. Oh, but they continued to post this, so I just wanted to. I guess maybe you stepped away. How do you pronounce this person's name?
You're asking the guy that mispronounces
well,
everything.
Guess we know you. Yeah, we were the comment at least Eric he's posting, so just say hi again. Maybe.
Hello.
There you go. Okay.
Say though, why are you yelling at me?
No, what did we? I'm not yelling at you. This is yelling at you. What did we? You asked a question, and what did this person say? What were y'all talking about?
Oh, baby, you were talking about you stepped into another.
I think the AI is messing with us, dude. And this person keeps posting it, and I did say this earlier that I love Zdarsky's Batman. That's one of the reasons I started collecting single issues because I didn't want to wait for the trades. I love how it's over the top with like, I mean, it was ridiculous some of the things he's capable of doing. I like that. I like the dialogue. It's so much fun. Yeah. And I got Zdarsky to sign his first issue, but I did not get a chance to wait in line. We didn't have time for Jimenez to sign it.
Melanie, you've never read East of West. It's one of your favorite. Where are you going? It's one of my favorites. Great indie run. I agree. It's so good. Putting together your Krakoa era singles ready for storage. Been trying to pay attention. Kind of missed some topics. Any idea when we're getting the next epic announcements? Must be close now. First is the round of Omnis. They I don't think they even. Let me ask if they have the list of the reprints first. Oh yeah, that's the one that's signed by. Look, he did a little remark up there. Isn't that cute?
And he put my name bigger.
I love that he did that.
And this is.
Oh yeah, let's show this. You haven't gotten a choice.
There we go. Isn't this awesome? I said, could you do something like goofy? So it's Daredevil using his sense of taste. So we gotta. Where should we hang this? I don't know. That's Daredevil using his sense of taste.
Right next to the family pictures. I hated how they spoke. It was like rednecks mixed with fans of NASCAR language, worse than how the minions speak. Minions speaking gibberish.
Also here, I can show what other things that we picked up.
Oh yeah, I got to hang out with David Nakayama for a little bit, so I had him sign some comics that I love those Versus comics. When are the Omnibus announcements returning? Well, that's what I was just talking about a little bit ago. I should have an Omnibus list, and then I can start picking and choosing, and then picking and choosing, and then I have to wait until God bless. I found your Alf comics down here.
Where are they?
They're down here, right next to the fire pit.
All right.
And then I'll have to see what covers and contents they have.
And
I needed physical copies of Transformers because my wife only had like the second printing.
More Alf. Dude, I saw this lady, she had Alf like stacked up on top of a short box, and I was looking for him. I was like, there's Alf over there. So
anyone in Tampa Bay interested in 2 short boxes of Krakoa issues? Yeah, I had to have the Decepticons and the Autobots.
So that looked good. Look at it.
Oh, yes. Wow. David Nakayama's there. I hate single issues. I don't collect single issues. I hate
just said you hate single issues.
I hate them because what? Did you take that out of the poly bag, woman?
Because it's gorgeous, and I didn't want. Look at this.
Get your fingers away from that.
Oh, hush! You just said you hate single issues.
No, I just hate them because that means that I have to get more of those foil covers. I hate them.
I'll go back to Alf.
Yeah, throw it back on Alfred. Nobody cares about Alf.
Oh, look at this one. Whoa.
Oh, so handsome.
Okay, I think I bought like what 8.
Wait, I did see that Phoenix. I got the green cover too.
Well, maybe it's still over there. It is. Oh no, this is my I wanted a variant cover of Ultimate Spider-Man, and so out of all of them, I was like, okay, I like this one. That one's cute. I don't know where you're. Okay,
Get Mylar back. Get okay. Getting into a peek of our bedroom right there. Get your fingers away from that. This only applies to comics. Melanie and Omar, any recommendations for Jubilee comics or stories where she's included a lot? So she plays a big part in the 90s. So if you get like the Chris Claremont and Jim Lee era of X-Men, that's a huge part. Stay away from the Robert Kirkman miniseries. That was supposed to be an ongoing series. That is awful. The only good thing about it was the artwork. But get the honestly, anytime when she's with Wolvie from those 250s issues all the way until like X-Men 3, yeah, those are even all the way through like X-Men 12. Oh yeah, these are big fan of Ghibli, and there were artists there in Artist Alley, like independent artists selling their stuff. So framing those. Don't touch that single issue, even though I hate that. The Elf thing is not even a joke anymore. No, it's
no, I'm going to make an Omni, but I'm taking my time.
Vampire Jubilee. You know, people have thoughts about that. Some people hate it. Some people are like, "Oh, this is great." While Melanie's showing this, if you're interested in buying things, big books, and you live in the EU, check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries. Bulletproof packaging. Emails answered within 24 hours. Tell them Near Make a Dish sent you their way for free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over €40 or more. And right now they have Vinland Saga Volume 4 for pre-order for €37.50. John Constantine or Constantine, depending on where you live, by Jamie and Delano, Volume 1 for €99. Complete Harrow County, the big slipcase edition, €99.99. And DC's Finest Trade Paperbacks Wave 1 bundle, including the first 5 volumes, €129.99. And that's...
Please take me off full screen.
Yes, boss.
Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting, ting, ting. Whoa.
There you go. When you get reprints, do you keep them or give them away, since you usually have an earlier printing? Oh, if you notice my giveaways, I always give them away. Unless I keep, but like with DC books, I buy them, right? So even the DC books that I buy, like Nightfall, I kept the new printing of Nightfall, even though people hate the new paper stock. And not everybody. Some people hate the new paper stock. I was like, oh, I'm going to keep the new printing because it's thinner and I can fit more books on my shelf. That's my weird mentality. But so I gave away my first printing of that. And yeah, I've given away. Yeah, I have a stack of stuff over there for our next celebration. And then we had wonderful viewers like Bobby and Bruce who have donated so much. A lot of you. And I've actually been keeping tabs on, or not tabs, sorry, keeping a spreadsheet of donations this time around so I can read them out loud whenever we get to that big giveaway.
Or just, yeah, you go ahead. You ask the question. However, baby, I can't, like, the mouse is stuck on the desktop. I can't get it back down to the Mac.
Okay, well, look, turn off the desktops.
Okay.
Or unplug it from the desktop. Unplug laptop.
Okay.
All right, she'll be frozen.
IT guy.
I binge every TV show.
Can you hear me?
Wait, yes.
Are you frozen?
I'm not frozen. You are. Just
hello.
Exit out and then come back, baby.
Okay. Can you hear me?
It's just gonna take a second for. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I was like, you were frozen.
It's gonna take a minute because you just went from wired to wireless, so it's gonna take a second to click. I binge every TV show. We'll wait till they are done for the season. Feel the same about comics. More of a worthwhile read.
Did I show this one already? There. That's for Bruce. And I just want to say really quick, talk about this artist. Do you remember?
Baby, you're frozen. So just give it a second. Or exit out and come back in. If you can hear me. I hope no one ever comes up with a character named Constantine Chichester. That would be a nightmare. For me. There you go. Yep.
I don't like the lighting now that the desktops are off. Okay. Bar, we're having technical difficulties. Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, baby. Okay.
All right. Did I interrupt you?
I don't know. Hey, Omar, do you have any recommendations on what bookshelves to use for omnibus books, KLAX, or Walmart has their own version of these too?
If you could read one publisher's books for a whole year, which publisher will it be? I feel like I know the answer, but I'm willing to be surprised.
Bar, who publishes X-Men? There's my answer. Can't wait for that Brother Lono Deluxe Edition in August. Need that connecting cover to match the other 5 deluxes.
There was a chance that you'd say something different. Okay, want to talk about this artist?
Oh, I thought you had already shown that.
Right, but you were talking. You were doing the ad, so I didn't want to talk.
Okay.
Do you remember his name? Here.
No.
I'll get in a second. So this is the one Omar picked up. Can you hide the comment?
Okay.
This is the one that you picked up. You really like him, and you have another print of his as well because of how detailed it is. And this is the one that I picked. I'm really excited about, but I can't put it in my classroom because it shows her nipples. But it's an awesome picture, and I wish I could put it in my classroom.
Boy, this has been nothing but nipple.
It is. This is a nipple-centric video.
I said announcements would come back later this month. I have to get the list of Omnis first. The Epic collections, they haven't even made that list yet. So they'll probably start with the reprints first. Has DC said anything about the Omnipole list? Nothing. So we will see. We'll see. Is that a French artist, Mobius? No. That's why I got it, because I'm a big fan. Nipple mid condition. I'm a big fan of Mobius, and it kind of reminds me of that art. This is the answer I felt I knew, but I was hoping you'd surprise. What do you think I was going to say? Mike Maydek. Wow, look at that. James is on top of it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I like his stuff. Nipple condition.
Thank you.
Vertigo for life. All hail Madame Berger. Yes, but now she's over at Dark Horse.
Oh, and there's the whale.
How many more Marvel Masterworks do you think it will take to complete J.M. DeMatteis' Captain America run, and how long was this run? Oh my gosh. First of all, I have to remember where we are. We're on the second one, right? Are we on the second batch of Captain America by J.M. DeMatteis? Because after that is when Grunwald, my gosh, it's gonna be a minute. What's the last one that came out?
If you like it, then you should have put.
Well, Marvel Masterworks, was it 270? Did we get it? Did we go through 280 yet? Because he goes all the way to 300. So after 300, then we get, what is it? The David Anthony Kraft's books, and then after David Anthony Kraft ended up leaving the book, is when eventually we got, of course, Mark Grunwald.
Yeah, are there any big heavy boxes for me to lift?
No, not today. Not today.
It is difficult to like just think, don't bend over. Everything squat, don't bend over. It's not heavy. Just don't bend over. It's hard to remember.
The Hobgoblin finally completed getting the Amazing Spider-Man novels. Managed to get all the old school variants. I love those books. Are you talking about like the novels, like the prose novels? No fan mail today. Oh, that's what you were talking about. No fan mail today. We'll be back for fan mail next week. I've been wanting to collect Daredevil for a long time, for a long while, but not sure if I want to start with Zdarsky or Miller or any others. Any recommendations? Well, the beauty, you're getting Omnis, right? I think you were saying you got Omnis before.
The
Omnibus. Okay, good. That's what we're talking about. I thought you meant the prose novels.
Sorry. This was a different person. Go ahead.
There's nothing wrong with starting with Zdarsky. There's nothing wrong with starting with Bendis. There's nothing wrong with starting with Miller. But Daredevil is just one of those characters that has had constant, wonderful creators on his book. So it's going to get addicting. Once you read one, you're going to want to know where the story goes, and then you'll love that creator. And you want to finish that run, and then you'll want to go where the story goes next. Bendis is being reprinted, and that kind of kicks off the new era of Daredevil from Marvel Knights. I know it doesn't collect the early issues by Kevin Smith and the Joe Quesada on art, but that is called the Marvel Knights Omnibus. But Bendis is a good jumping on point because Bendis leads to Brubaker. Brubaker leads to the Andy Diggle run. Andy Diggle leads to the Mark Waid run. Mark Waid leads into Charles Soule's run, and Charles Soule's leads into Chip Zdarsky. Yeah, there's no wrong answer. Miller's is a great run. Even the companion Miller is solid. Seriously.
Just finished Monsters by Barry Windsor Smith. Have you guys read it? I have not. Omar has.
One of my top books in 2021. Whatever year it came out, every year I do my top 10 reads. That was one of them. That was the original idea for the Hulk, and then it kind of grew into Monster. It's a good book if you haven't read it. It is, dealing with a lot of heavy subjects like abuse and stuff, like child abuse. So
your favorite Spidey villains that are not A-list. I like the gangsters Hammerhead, Tombstone, Silvermane. Also, who doesn't love White Rabbit?
Slug.
Like Spot.
Spot's kind of blowing up now, though.
Yeah. Is Electro A-list? I feel like he's not, but is he? I mean,
he's in the look. If you're in the Sinister Six, you're A-list.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
If you've been played by Jamie Foxx, you're probably A-list. If you're in the movie, you're A-list.
All right, that's true. Never mind. That was a dumb question.
Demo Goblin. I always like this look. Carry On. That guy.
What is his name?
Demo Goblin.
He looks like a demon. Why wouldn't you say Demo Goblin?
I don't know. I called him Demo Goblin. Are you pronouncing?
Guys, how do you pronounce it in the chat?
There's no way you like the Gibbon. Nobody likes the Gibbon.
I always said Demo Goblin because he looks like a demon.
Okay. I mean, maybe it is Demo Goblin. You know what?
Yeah. No, I pick it.
Ask Kamsa. He'll tell you. Wait, Matt Gargan, Scorpion? But he was Venom for a while. I don't consider him maybe B-list.
Just finished Grant Morrison's Invisibles. What a trip. Have you read it and what do you think of it?
It's in my top 20 favorite graphic novels of all time. Mm-hmm. As far as non-superhero graphic novels. I love it. All right, here we go. I pronounce it the same as Omar. Yes, that's one vote for Omar. Probably the only one. Calypso's a good one, though. Dino. Calypso was awesome. Except when Todd McFarlane. Although Todd McFarlane's art on
Shadow.
That's
not helping.
Goblin is how I pronounce it. Paladin. He was your Punisher solo type of character.
Okay, as more people are chiming in, where do you place the Silver Age? The end of the Silver Age for Marvel?
On the shelf or as far as like tier ranking?
Well, Alexis said, where do you place the end of the Silver Age for Marvel? I interpret that as like the year, the decade or time period.
So, I mean, it has to be like right before Giant Size 1. Giant Size 1 is the start of the Bronze Age, if I'm not mistaken. I actually enjoyed that era with Roy Thomas. It was the era of like fans that read comics coming into comics and working in comics. So I really dig them.
DJ All Day says 70s.
Yeah, that's where I put it. Yeah. Kangaroo's my favorite lame villain. He doesn't even dress. No, he doesn't. He just jumps. Shocker. Yeah, the Chucker's been in movies too, though. That's why I was like, well, maybe I'll stay away from the characters that have been in
movies. Max, that's a good point. Why do we say Magneto and not Magneto?
I tell you what, Roy Thomas and Chris Claremont don't give a crud. James DeMatteis don't give a crud about how we say Magneto. They still call him Magneto.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They still call him Magneto. And I am going to be the one that corrects Chris Claremont.
I was going to make a joke about Don Rosa correcting you about these age.
Don Rosa, dude, I'd
nope, you're wrong. He'll say, Phil, you're wrong.
I would do a whole
Phil says 1968.
A whole segment. Thank you, Phil. A whole segment of Don Rosa corrects me. That's going to be the new segment on Near Mint Condition. It's just him yelling at me for calling something wrong.
That is true.
Oh, my man right here with the most common
English,
sense.
English
sometimes. No, it does
Namor
not.
is pronounced wrong in the movies. It's pronounced how Stan Lee says it.
Oh, because remember in the movies they were like it has to do with something like amor, so it's like namor because of but they're I don't know, whatever. Reading through the Hulk Immortal Omnibus, holy crap, it's good. Thanks for your review. You keep costing me money, Omar. I'm so sorry, but I'm glad you're enjoying it, brother. How have you been?
Master of Magnet. Yeah, I'm just gonna call Star Magneto Master of Magnet.
Magneto is Nito, right?
Master of Magnet.
Master of magnetism.
Which movie was Shocker in?
He was in the new ones with Tom Holland.
Are we going to get more DC Rebirth era Omnis? And which would you like?
I hope so. Wonder Woman would be my number one choice. I would love that. I know most people probably vote for Batman, Tom King. By the way, DC most wanted Omnis, ones that have not existed, kicking it off next Sunday at 2:30 p.m. My buddy Peter M and I with our buddy Tiger Eyes. It's the first annual, and we're dubbing it the Tiger Eyes DC poll. Woo! Let me tell you, I stayed up super late for the last couple of nights with Peter, mapping these books and arguing with names and arguing over what I think. It's because I'm arguing now for the things that I argued against earlier when I was like, if we do this, we are opening a door to something we can't come back from, and then people are going to complain, so we got to do it. And then I was like, no, we can't do that because there's just way too many books. So it will have more books than the Marvel Omnibus poll. So come back 2:30 is where we're going to kick it off live. And if you do come back live, you all do help, like, hey, this is missing this. And it's not a mapping episode, right? We tried. We mapped the best we could. But when you're looking at over 700 books almost.
Yeah.
that's a lot. People, I told Peter, I was like, people do this for a living, right? Like what we're doing here for free is what people do for a living. So, but it was a lot of fun. We didn't do it alone. I got to give shout outs to people like Brandon and who just came in and just killing it, man. That guy is so good. He's one of our Patreons, and he was like, I'll volunteer to help. And I was like, are you sure you want to help, man? And of course, Taylor, who's putting the slideshow together with Dom of X, and Lars that came in, and Tiger Eyes himself, and James who's putting the poll. Yeah, it's going to be a beast, but we'll share the results again with DC, and we'll see what happens.
Kidzuma, my choice, my recommendation. Oh my gosh, I just looked at your picture. That is creepy. Between Sandman and Sin City, which would you recommend for reader and why? I say Sandman because that was like one of my first, like, as an adult comic run. So it has a special place in my heart. It is really good. I read Sin City, I believe. Didn't I, Omar?
Yeah, years ago.
Did I like it? I don't think I really enjoyed it. I did.
Yeah, but it's gritty. It's things you don't like because it's like
it's not really for me. So, okay. And Sandman gets into gritty stuff too, but I'm just not the biggest fan of Frank Miller's art. And with Sandman, it's epic. Expansive story. And in Sin City, what do you say, baby? Recommended for readers who like what besides gritty?
Boobies.
Okay.
All right, in all seriousness, let's see. Sin City is a comic book. It's a crime noir comic with adult.
That's why I don't like crime noir.
So the crimes that are happening there are very real. The violence that is happening there is very real. It's this chiaroscuro artwork that he does. So it's this black and white art that I love. Melanie doesn't like it, but it's not for everybody. I get it. But I happen to love it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
To me, I think it's like, it's up there as one of my first, like, top 3 favorite Frank Miller works. But I have to go with Sandman because Sandman isn't a comic. Sandman is an experience. Sandman is a dream. And, like, there is no, I don't know how to word it without doing it justice. There's no words in the English language that can describe my experience with Sandman. It's that good.
Dang.
I'm not one of these people that wants to super hype it up for anybody, but that is the only way I can describe it. And I will say there's even people that don't like Sandman. I say wait till the second story arc before you truly judge it. If you get through the first 10 issues and you're like, oh, what is Omar talking about? Keep going until you get to the second story arc. when you get to the next 10 issues, if you're not digging it, then it's not for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of other comics out there for you to read.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sandman is the comic that I let students borrow. Let me see. I started a question about Astro City. Is the Astro City Opus edition about to be canceled? Last date shown was December 24, but now it just is not available.
So people have been asking me, somebody actually emailed me saying that now it's showing December of 2026. And all I can say is that it's not canceled. I promise. They're just working really hard. I can't say why because it's not my place, but I do know some of the behind the scenes things that are happening. They're just trying to give you the best product possible. And in order to do that, it's going to take some time. And it was unrealistic to come out last year because of what they wanted to do. They weren't happy with what they saw. So that's why they don't want to release a cruddy product that you're paying $150 for. They want to give you your money's worth. So that it is coming. And by the way, I also heard back from Titan. Those Conan dates are true. They are coming out this July. So they're like, please don't think that they're going to cancel it again unless some unforeseen thing happens, like a ship crashes somewhere and they lose all the inventory. And that's exactly what they told me. So for the people that have had it pre-ordered for over a year, those are coming.
Let's see. So
Phoenix Omnibus 2. That's awesome.
First of all, let's congratulate Jeff. Thank you for the super chat.
Jeff, there's no way. Are you really? For some reason, I always think you're like younger than I am. Like you're in your 20s. 70 on Tuesday, 65 years of collecting comics. That is a milestone.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday in the future, dear Jeff, and congratulations on 65 years of collecting comics and many more.
Now I got to ask Jeff. Jeff, what's your favorite comic? Favorite comic? But I always think of Jeff because it's Gintama that you're using. Is that right? Gintama is your avatar? Thanks for the mini review of Sandman and Sin City. Appreciate it. Also, my picture scared Melanie, so I'm done.
I totally saw the chest first, and then I looked up and I was like, "Oh gosh!"
He's got a butter face.
Between Sin City movies and comics, love the movies, but I didn't see the point picking the comics up as well.
The comics are great. I love the comics, and the first movie was good. The second one, it was okay.
I'm in the service of lost boys trying to be good men. Chuck Dixon. By pre-ordering the Tim Drake Robin Compendium. Am I on the right track?
Yes. I mean, if I were to, that era for me is Nightwing, then Birds of Prey, and then Robin. But Robin is still such a good book.
After your interview with Vampirella's writing team, do you think you and Melanie can work on a story? Omar was telling me about how she's a retired middle school English teacher. She needs something to do, so start writing Vampirella. That's badass.
It is. I was like, man, that's so cool. My brother and I have been working on something, but I don't, it's whatever. When we get to it, we get to it, and we have stories in our heads, just like I think everybody has a story to tell. Melanie and I, though, like we almost murder each other when we're trying to put up stuff down here. So who knows? She does have a pretty smile. It goes a long way for
thank you.
easy working with her.
Just saying thank you all.
Oh, you're welcome, Jeff. And I want to know my answer. What is your favorite comic?
Music tweeted me that the Astro City Opus editions are in limbo because they're working out
reproduction issues.
Okay.
Yeah, there's specific issues that they're trying to get fixed. Thanks to this channel, I got some new omnibus books that are on my shelf right now. That's awesome, Lex.
Oh, Lex, I like your picture too. That's cool. This month, if you choose only one Omni, what would it be?
What comes out this month? I should know. Oh, JLI 3. No question. JLI 3. That's over Wolverine 5. That's over Captain America by Spencer 2. That's over Predator 2. What else is coming out? Hulk. Oh, Hulk, World War Hulk. Yeah. For those on Patreon, they know how hard of a time I have pronouncing some words because I put the bloopers on Patreon. I stand by that statement. JLI 3. I'm super excited for that
statement. What are your thoughts on the DC reprint poll results? Some of the books that made the list are baffling. Only one Wonder Woman and no Superman.
Well, keep in mind, Superman, there's not a lot.
To begin with, God.
There's not a lot to begin with. And the things that are true out of print are the Golden Age stuff. And there's not, I'm not being one of these guys like, oh, the Golden Age, PU. Can't believe I just said PU. I'm not one of these guys that hate on the Golden Age. I'm just being a realist that there's not that many fans of Golden Age, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And I'm looking at I can see how many people voted for Golden Age stuff. So that's probably part of it. And besides, we're getting like a reprint of Exile, right? Superman Exile's coming back to print. So who knows in 2 or 3 years more time how that's going to change. But I hope we as a fan base can help change it. On Amazon, it used to say July for Savage Sword 9. Now it says October. Yes, but the reprint of the Marvel stuff, that's when it's coming out. Like the Marvel years, that's coming out in July. That is the new date for the Savage Sword, which is not a reprint, but a brand new book.
And thank you for the super chat. Alex, this is a good question. Perhaps my husband can help me. I got to think of an answer. I just wanted to show that this is a good question. I do not have it. Can I reuse my Saga answer? The very first page of Saga is awesome.
Am I? Oh,
is that my favorite character?
You got to warn people though. Like, it's vulgar, so it's not for everybody.
She's giving birth. She's saying things.
All right, I have a lot. So I'm going to try to condense it. Oh man, Vegeta. This is a spoiler. So if you haven't read Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta and Trunks, when he's holding Trunks and hugging him for the first time, when he hasn't shown like emotion towards his son, because he knows he's about to die fighting Majin Buu, and his son Trunks knows that Vegeta can't fight him by himself. So he knocks him out after giving him a hug and tells Piccolo to take him away. And Piccolo looks at him and he's like, you know where you're going to go, like, because of everything you've done. He's talking about hell, right? Because he's a murderer. And he was like, yeah, I know. Oh, man, it's so good. Batman. Oh, this one makes me cry. Batman and Dick Grayson are arguing over the fact in Prodigal where Dick is like, why didn't you ask me to be Batman? Like, you asked some stranger to be Batman. It made no sense. And he said, you were your own man. He gives him this whole speech. And at the very end of the speech, he's like, this disconnection about, him and Dick and their relationship. And he says, but I guess that's the way it always is between fathers and sons. And that's how he looks at Dick Grayson, like a son. And I thought that was freaking beautiful. And it showed just the connection between both of them. Wolverine's letter to Jubilee, absolutely beautiful and perfect in Wolverine 75. I can't stress how wonderful of a relationship that was. So I let him go again is one of my favorite lines. So I let him go again when Cable at the end of Executioner's song goes back to the line of giving his child up to go to the future, not knowing if his child is going to live, and maybe thinking that he's never going to see Nathan again. And at the end of the Executioner song, when he does get his son back and realizes that is his son, he says, so I let him go again. Oh, I love that stuff. Man, there's some good stuff in the 90s too. So, and there's many more, but Melanie's got some. What do you got, Melanie?
No, baby. It was really sweet how passionate you were. I'm just happy that I have an answer. Let's see. So how about this? I won't quantify it as like my favorite, but these popped in my head. Mr. Miracle. I guess I don't want to spoil things, but how about it involves a veggie tray and the fact of how you think it's going to go one way, but he's saving his son. And I really like that part. And Mr. Miracle by Tom King. And then I really also why I like Zdarsky's Batman is when those moments with wait here, let me show this comment because this goes along with what I'm saying. Where is it? Any Batman moment with when any of the boys is amazing father and son moment. That I really appreciate the heartfelt moments that shoot, it's been a while though. Which story was it? It was like at the end that he was talking with was it Jason or Dick? It was one of them. And I was like, oh wow, that's really heartfelt. That was a really good question.
It was a really good question. It made me think of like my favorite moments like that.
Deathstroke trying to kill Jericho is Hamza's. Aw, Usagi Ojimbo doing what's right for his son.
Yeah, but in the end, well, never mind. That's spoiler. Besides Life Story, what else in that Chip Omni do you recommend? You like Spider Shadow. Why did you like it?
Oh, because to me, it was like nonstop action. Like I just didn't want to stop reading it. Like because it's a what if story of like, what if Peter didn't get rid of the symbiote? And because I say symbiote, apparently. And since we've been talking about how to pronounce things, if he kept it, what would happen? And I just like the couple of twists and turns in it. Yeah, it's really entertaining. That I like his personality, his characterization, even though it's a what if story. Like, sometimes they go off the rails, which is fine because it's a what if story, but it still seems kind of grounded.
I actually like his Spectacular Spider-Man run. And there's something that happens in the annual with J. Jonah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And I don't want to spoil what that is.
Yeah, I like that.
Because it has a lot of heart. When J. Jonah is written like that is when I really like the character because he's so complex.
Yeah, like I like Jonah.
And I know people, ups and downs with his Spectacular run, but I really dug it because I think the good parts are what makes it shine. Darkseid and Orion. They have a messed up relationship. I love it.
And Peter have when she discovered.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And she was like,
I don't remember it.
She thought he was gay at first, and he was like, "What?" He was hiding something from her, and then she finds out. That was a big cliffhanger in that moment too, of how she finds out. And then the next issue is the Nuff Said issue, and it's her just replying the comment.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
good moments.
I like MA. John.
You turned 40, M? That's awesome. Happy birthday. Will there ever be an artist edition or at least a true essentials reprint of Adam Kubert's 75 onward? I don't know. I'd like to see that. I really love his artwork. I love his art.
Josh is saying Darkseid.
That was a good run.
I mean, he is coming out to her.
Well, not on purpose. It was just the way she found him. It's a good run. I really like that run for the most part.
How many Superman Omni ideas will be on the most wanted poll? Wasn't it
a lot? I don't even know. Last time we're still discussing over some of the naming and stuff. Right now, we need to have the list done by Monday so we can start working on the slideshow. I'm sorry. So Dom and Taylor can start working on the slideshow, and then we can get James to build the actual sheet where you all can vote. You all say you love Aunt May, but that's because you like trouble. Shh, that's the second time you brought a comment.
We're in trouble again.
A SpongeBob short just got recommended to me. Tom Kenny, voice of SpongeBob, collects Marvel Omnibus and other Marvel.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's a weird thing. I remember when that picture was going around, and I texted David. I was like, "Look who collects Omnis," and I think he has some Marvel Masterworks.
Oh, of Tom Kenny?
Yeah, Tom Kenny.
Sure. I mean, well, that makes sense.
I'm really hoping for the Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6. Hoping. Well, remember, I shared it on Patreon. I sent the top 60 to David, and he replied back, and I replied, and I shared that with Patreon what he said. Like, some of these, some of these are a pipe dream, but hey, that's what comics is all about. And a couple of these we are gonna be working on, so that's really cool.
I'm gonna stretch my back for a second.
Okay. Does the Invincibles Omni Invisibles have any issues exclusives that aren't in the deluxe editions? Should I replace my? Oh, it's a big book. No, it has the same content. It has the exact same extras too. I like when Aunt May discovered Peter Spider-Man, and the next issue she calls Daily Bugle cancels her subscription. Yes, that's the issue I was talking about. Still waiting on Aunt May Love Connection Omnibus. Oh gosh, I can't wait for. We even mapped Atari Force. Oh, there's some books that we were having a tough time mapping. Omar, what's your favorite Superman run that isn't Byrne or Busiek? Well, I'm a big fan of Jerry Ordway's run and Roger Stern and Louis Simonson's run. But I gotta go with either like Peter Tomasi's run or Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns brought it, man. I love how I got nothing to buy this month. Going to miss feeling between Conan and Trigun. Well, at least they're coming, right? What's up on the best? Oh, thank you, Big Stu. I wrote down what the schedule is going to be like this month.
Oh, and I'm up here. I could have told it for you.
It's okay. I got it. Let's see. So tomorrow is the Street Fighter hardcovers and the overview of I Am Legion. Monday's Predator 2 and Captain America by Nick Spencer, Volume 2. And at 6 p.m., I'm also going to be interviewing the massive team of the Luchaverse. They're starting like a Luchaverse thing. So that seems pretty cool. What they're doing. There's always a connection between wrestling and comics. Tuesday's the Marvel trade paperbacks and then Old Reader, New Reader. And I think Amanda's overview of a book is coming out that day. Wednesday is when I hope Hidden Gems comes back. Knocking on wood if everything goes smooth. Thursday is when I'm hoping to do JLI, but that might be moving to Friday. And the Humanoids hardcovers as well. So those are some of the books I'm doing in the Booster Gold Complete Collection. I think the JLA Volume 1. Melanie fell off a cliff. But seriously, can we get some kind of collected edition for Nomad?
Wait, when's the Zdarsky interview coming?
That's I'm sorry. And then today is our panel interview. I put it on Patreon already. But if you wanted to see the C2E2 panel we did, my friends and I, that will be posted later today. Melanie was kind enough to film it. So
and
the Chip Zdarsky interview will be next week. Yeah.
Next. Okay.
Have you boycotted anyone? I stay away from Frank Miller because of his.
Oh, sorry. Wait, let me.
It's okay. I feel like this is a really important question I wanted to address. Okay. This is from Hussein. Have you boycotted anyone? I stay away from Frank Miller because of his bigotry towards Muslims. So creators, no, I don't. But this is me. This isn't you. And if you feel the need to boycott anyone, that's on you. More power to you. But for me, I have separated the artist from the art. And I've said that on my channel a lot. To me, if people put something together and they work with other people and it's out there, it's kind of become a part of the zeitgeist. So it's a weird way of thinking. Maybe it's because of my generation and that's just the way we always thought. It has become part of pop culture and it belongs more to me now than it ever did to them. Because if I did that, I wouldn't be listening to some of the music that I listen to, and I wouldn't be reading some of the books that I read and comics that I read. So, but if you feel the need, or any of my viewers feel the need that they can't separate the artist from the art, then more power to you, of course. You choose to read and buy what you need to buy. But I don't. For example, JLI 3 is coming. I'm super excited for that book, but there's a very, very problematic, not even problematic. This guy went to prison for what he did. So Aunt May is Bay in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. Aunt May is Bay in the Ultimate Comics, man, in the original one. Look at my man. Are those 10-foot ceilings with crown molding on top? They are. We could put a Christmas. I think that's the big, like, that's the tallest roof we have in our house, is that tallest ceiling.
It's a little too tall for me.
Melanie just morphed through the floor. It's my time. Are you all ready? What are you warning about?
About
Any news on Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 5? No news. No news. Sounds like another marvelous week. You already know, Bar. Go right to your congressman.
Can I show off?
No, you can't. That guy has over 1 million subscribers. You can put that down. I think the Trigun covers are revealed. Amazon, they did. They updated them. That's part of the reason why they were delayed. So Batman by Tom King won't be getting reprinted in deluxe editions. But I don't know, because they actually reprint a lot of their oversized hardcovers. Seriously. No, there is. I'm doing Booster Gold and then the upcoming DC collected editions, the solicitations. And NFL Super Pro Omni Impossible. You never know.
Thank you for the super chat.
I forgot. Yeah. Friday. Friday is when the DC solicitations for
That was important.
July, I think, go up. July. Omar's about to get boycotted for not boycotting. No. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and if they don't want to support something, then they don't have to. My job is just to tell you about the stories. My job is just to tell you about the stories and the art in the book. Near Mint, Melanie and Omar, do you plan on checking out Dino King by Liam Gray? It's a manga from the Indie Conquest comics. I didn't even know about that. So maybe. I boycott Bendis because of his hatred towards good storytelling. See, I still read Bendis stuff, and there's some solid stuff.
Say Booster Gold again.
Booster Gold, baby. Now we need a Booster Gold Omnibus is what we need.
Does anybody recognize it? My brother-in-law got for Christmas.
I can't wait to have my own stuffed animal. Okay, this is
getting
weird. The fish is talking. It's
fish.
I will be a strict but fair lord of these lands, and my will come.
I like the Wi-Fi's.
people are commenting on separating the artist from the art and having a good discussion. As long as you keep it good and clean, good and clean. I think it helps to hear from other people with different thoughts and opinions too, right? That fish plush's hat makes me want some Hershey. That's what I thought. It was a Hershey.
It does look like a little Hershey kiss. It's a tip. See, so he's wearing his tinfoil hat.
And here's some good advice from our buddy Elon. You can always buy the particular creator's book secondhand so you don't help them financially if you want to read the books but still protest. I've seen somebody else do that too. Hello, Omnibus Omar and Mystical Melanie. Omnibus.
Ooh.
I like that.
I like that.
And thank you all for the Trigun cover news. Had no idea Amazon. Yeah, they PRH updated them, I think, on Wednesday. But hopefully no more delays on those. Those are big people's wants. That fish plush's hat makes me want some Hershey's.
It won't.
I don't know if that's what this the gentleman was talking about with Frank Miller, but he did make Holy Terror when he was in a dark alcoholic hole following 9/11, and it is repulsive. I think he has come out and apologized since and how wrong it was, but I don't know. I also don't know. Melanie, I will never have you say anything like that.
Because the dude's mouth, the host, is superimposed on the goldfish in the bowl.
Did you answer my question about TMNT with Jason Aaron OHCs will be renumbered or not? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming because the series is being renumbered. Sure.
It's got.
Look, JJ likes the Y-Files. Now can you put the fish up? JJ likes the Y-Files.
I'm getting heckled, fish.
In your opinion, is it worth trying to get into the Krakoa era now with the mess of different OHCs, some out of print and trade paperbacks, or do you imagine we'll be getting omnibuses in a few years' time? How long you're willing to wait is the question. Trade paperbacks are more accessible, not the anthology series because those have been discontinued, but if you want to get the individual series trade paperback, go for it. That's a good way to collect each one of them because I don't know how long it's going to be before we get any kind of omnis.
Alexis, the manga, both Omar and I, we have a hard time following the art, following the action, what's going on. I love Trigun a lot, but it is difficult to read, in my opinion. I'm just kind of okay, there's cool fighting, but I'm not quite understanding how it's happening.
I do love the art, though. I love the art. We put those Trigon Deluxe editions into a universe right here on this channel. Next up will be Appleseed. Oh, brother. Oh, if I had any say. I did
I mean,
suggest
I'll reread Trigon in Deluxe Edition. Yeah.
Appleseed with
Follow us
the
out.
oh, forget it, man. Or even some of the stuff by Shiro, like Dominion Tank Police or Orion or the Black Magic M6. Oh, Black Magic, that's been out of print for years. Give me a hardcover, baby.
I'm a big mouth Billy Bass. Have we talked about the Astro City Omni getting pushed back to the end of 2026? Hey,
I think that's a placeholder date. I don't think that's the true date.
It's not the true.
It's not the true, baby. Planetary is a perfect example of separating the artist from the art, as well as Transmetropolitan. John Cassidy and Derek Robertson worked very hard on those books too, and both of them have actually. Derek has spoken very, for those books when they get reprinted. My guy would be your Mount Rushmore of comic story. My guy would be your.
My guy, who would be your Mount Rushmore of comic story?
Thank you, baby. Oh my gosh. That is a hard question. That's one that I have to put a lot of thought into, because no matter how I'm going to answer, I'm going to get destroyed in the comments because everybody thinks differently, right? Off the top of my head, oh my gosh, Mount Rushmore of comic creators
or comics. Yeah, is it creative story?
I mean, okay.
Maybe like arcs, like runs.
Well, no, I think he just means comics in general. If that's the way I'm reading it, oh my gosh, how can I not put? Like, it's hard because I would have to put my favorites, right? Like, I would have to put like Chris Claremont, Don Rosa, Osamu Tezuka, and then I have a slot for one more. And if I don't put Jack Kirby in there, do you know how many of the old souls will be coming after me? If I don't put Steve Ditko in there, you know how many of the old souls will be coming out? If I don't put Jim Lee in there, you know how many of the 90s kids will be coming after me? It's a tough question, man. Let's get a, you know what? That would be a good like round table discussion between me and some panelists. And I know Peter and I have talked about this before, but we both are under the same mindset. No matter what we choose at the end, people are going to disagree. And that's
if you give me 2 hours to prepare, I could even join in.
Top 10. Look, Tiger Eye says top 10. That's a big mountain. We got to put our faces on, people's faces on. Is anyone here? I know people are watching Eurovision for a fact because my buddy Max is watching he's at a party. Elon was just talking about it. See, look at this. So I'm saying Stan Lee and Bill Finger, right? If you leave Stan Lee out, because there's people that don't like Stan Lee. They thought Stan Lee did the same thing to Kirby and Ditko that Bob Kane did to Bill Finger. So yeah. Yes, that was a Cloud Atlas reference. Good job.
True. It said that. And I was like, did you just say it's the true?
The true.
Oh, it's streaming on Peacock in the US.
Wait. Why are so many people excited about Eurovision? What's going on here? I didn't know.
Oh, well, I know you like the movie. Kirby is better than Stan 24/7 is what American Discord says.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're gonna have people that disagree, right? Because we saw Kirby stories without Stan, and that's what we got in DC. And
it's gonna be on during. Nope, you're busy with AMA with.
Oh man, Toru's gonna be missing Eurovision.
She's gonna she's like,
I don't even know if she likes Eurovision. I just assumed everybody liked Eurovision.
It's on in the corner of her screen.
Wait a minute. What is Eurovision and why must I watch it? It's like it's the European version of Vision and Scarlet Witch.
Don't listen to him.
It's music, man. It's music.
It's a music contest.
It's a bunch of European people messing up our good songs in America. Boy, that's how you got them round up. They're gonna write angry letters to the Near Mint Condition.
Yeah, Bar with Torrin Brownback at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
I thought you were on the Patreon, aren't you? I need to post that actually there here in a few minutes.
Oh yeah, that might be helpful. It's a Will Ferrell musical.
It gets a lot of hate, but I've been loving reading Dark Reign Saga, Secret Invasion, Thunderbolts, Dark Reign, Dark Avenger, Osborne's Reign, and now Siege. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? That you love it. Doesn't matter majority of people. I think a lot of people did like that era, though. I'll get Peacock when they get the rights to the NBA so they can bring back the NBA on NBC theme song. Europe just canceled Omar. It was only a matter of time. Honestly. It was only a matter of time.
Okay. Bart, do you agree with this? Eurovision is like extra gay Broadway. But Bart is reminding us that technically it's not just Europe. Israel's there too, and Australia.
Wait, America's got representation there too, right? Oh, okay. Now James is coming up with real clutch here. Eurovision has some really good looking participants this year.
Don't Euro my America.
Euro my America.
Bar agrees. Okay.
Missing Eurovision is called a win.
Phenomenal AC. The best thing about comics is that there's literally something for everyone. I agree.
100%.
There's so much to read, and
people can be angry for the silliest thing that Spider-Man is doing, and if you're not digging it, go and read something else. Go and read Ultimate Spider-Man instead. I just watched X-Men 97, and man, chef's kiss. Perfection every episode. I was on the edge of my seat. My little nephew even became
that's sweet.
Good, dude. Like, it's so good. It respects everything from the past. I'm loving it, man. I have one small gripe that
Easter eggs.
Bunch of Easter eggs. Did you all catch the Wolverine motorcycle Easter egg? That was freaking awesome. I have one small gripe that I'll say for our chat on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Y'all vote for 06 Eden Golan. Yeah, okay. What is the presidential candidate? If you watch one act, Omar, Melanie, watch Finland's entry for this year. It's hilarious. Oh, gosh.
Oh, here's your... Okay, I found it. It's here.
Yeah, that one's signed by David Nakayama. So I have that version in the dark.
And I was like, I didn't see it, but man, this one, can I take this?
Omar, I think you announced the latest MTU Masterworks and included 79. Yeah, I know. In the solicits, they took it out. I don't know if that's still being worked on or not, but once I get a review copy, we'll see. James Staple, that's the reason why I watch it. If the U.S. had people in Eurovision, it wouldn't be called Eurovision because we would win all the time. There we go. There's that American mentality. Yeah, we just need to send them like Marky Mark, send them Marky Mark, the Funky Bunch. It's true, though. We Americans usually don't care about Eurovision. I think we had a movie that kind of made it blow up. Omar, I watched Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It was awesome. I agree. I thought it was awesome, too. And I hope they get their 5 movies.
Oh, I agree with this. My only gripe I had is Xavier says my X-Men way too much.
It's a little too much on the nose, isn't it?
You get the impression he says that in every panel of the comics. Yeah, it's a lot.
Harley gets, like, in the comics, when they say it, it means something. I didn't mind in the first episode with the twist to me, my X-Men. But yeah, it seems like
and I'm not.
No, I do love when he's like, to me, my X-Men, and it shows
it.
everybody but Jubilee, and Jubilee's like, really? Can't vote for my own country, so I'm trying to persuade others to do so. Oh, that's a thing? Oh, morning, Omar and Melanie. Is there going to be a cliffhanger?
We're at a cliffhanger.
Rocky. I understand and love your answer about separating the artist from the art. Maybe I do the same. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. No, don't call yourself a hypocrite. I boycott Frank. You can, support whoever you want to. That's up to you. Frank Miller, except the RoboCop movie because I love it so much. I was just telling Melanie how much I love RoboCop. I know it's Judge Dredd. Really? It's so good. It's so good though. Like RoboCop 1, 2 gets a pass, 3, and I know he wrote 2 and 3, but 1, oh, that movie's so good. Catching the movie next week, revisiting the reboot of the trilogy at the moment. Oh, and the reboot is so good. Like that first movie of the new trilogy is amazing.
Oh, Potworks Comics Reader, you got the signed bookplate version from Traveling Man for Mushroom Night. Actually, Omar picked that up.
I did, yeah. They were so sweet. The Mad Cave book, it's the big graphic novel down there, or comic. Thanks for all the creator interviews this week. Your hard work is recognized. Keep it up, brother. Thank you so much. Melanie and all the amazing moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Take care.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I do like the art inside.
Yeah, he was my contact at Mad Cave was like, here, man, we're going to send you a copy anyway. You can take it. I'm like, no, you guys are set up at the show. I'm going to pay for it. Yeah, I can't wait to read that. And that's the first one. I think they're doing 3.
And even the cover, like it's not embossed. I don't know. Like there's a little bit of a texture. Like this is actually like stuffed up a little bit.
You say there's something for everyone, but has Warren ever found anything? Warren hates everything. I don't know. Where is Warren today? He's probably watching Eurovision. You can boycott Tom King, Roberto Rodriguez, but I ain't highlighting that comment. It's a Saturday morning stream.
Jack, thank you for the super chat. Most original American music sucks nowadays. I can't talk. Most original American music sucks nowadays. They might be giants. We'll see them on Wednesday.
Rocky answered his own question. Keep up the great work. So excited for so many new titles. Awesome, man. Thank you. Eurovision is in 2 hours, Omar. Well, then I need to tell Torun Grumbeck we're going to be up against Eurovision on the AMA.
Somebody was asking me for single issue recommendations.
Somebody asked you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me show this because here we go. Yeah, you know what? Thank you. Because my box. Ooh, let me show my box. It's right here.
Hey, baby, don't be picking that up, honey. Oh my
God. No, if I squat, it's okay. It's my box. I like it. Okay. So Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, I recommend. That is fun. Ultimate Spider-Man is good. Transformers is amazing. Now, Cable, I tell you what, when I picked up one week when I picked up my comics, this is the first one I read. Because it's just good old 90s, baby. DCS, baby. Oh, it's good. I like it. I'm trying out Deadpool by Cody Ziegler, and I mean I read it. I can't really remember. I mean it's fine so far. I guess I really don't have an opinion yet. I need to get more into the story. Let's see. Maybe I'm buying too many because I haven't read these yet. These are the single issues I haven't read yet.
I'm loving your recommendation.
Ahoy Comics. Oh, this is so good. And then I picked up the Harley Quinn Black, White, and Redder, and this was fun too. So, and Batman by Zdarsky. This is just the stack that isn't in the box yet because I haven't put it in yet. I just put it on the floor. But
are X-Force and Wolverine Volume 3 OHC still coming out? Yes, they are. So we're ignoring AMA bar for the AMA going forward. Well, it's interesting that the one time I have a strong female comic book creator on the AMA bar.
Bar, where you at?
So maybe at the end of the day, she really doesn't support her strong female comic book creators. So yeah, I'm really disappointed in Bar. Yeah, it surprises me that she's not
hard.
Oh my gosh, I forgot you're upstairs.
Wait,
NMC is the hardest working and most unbiased channel out there for comics fans. Thank you so much. Great reviews, great interviews, great live streams, and great community. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you so much, buddy.
Which one's the bad one?
Which one's the bad one? I don't know, baby. I'm older than you. Why would I know there's something bad?
I don't know.
Not supporting me. I'm just surprised. So Omar's saying Bar is all talking, no show. I'm not saying it. She was saying. I'm just repeating.
Cancel.
That's how it's done, baby. How's it feel, Bar?
Woman who's representing us in Eurovision.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It's both hands. No, wait. Oh, okay, thanks, James.
You just broke my computer. I'm uncancelable. Yeah, all right.
You're the unbeatable squirrel girl. All right, what's the best Aussie song? Going off the rails on the crazy train.
Oh, that's a good one. Go Goodbye to Romance. Come on, does it get better than Mama I'm Coming Home though?
That may be sad.
Yeah, that's such a sad song. How un-Aussie is that song?
That's a good pick.
No. Okay, Bloodbath in Paradise is one of my favorites. What's the other one that I like? Over the Mountain, the one from the early 80s. Some of his 90s stuff from that album though is good. The No More Tears, is that what it was called? Like Road to Nowhere. I did like that
Iron
one
Man.
too.
I do pick Iron Man.
I think most people. Shot in the Dark is solid. That's a good one. So las 1 de la tarde. Ooh, baby, I gotta go because I got an hour to do the AMA.
Oh
I gotta
yeah.
eat and I gotta do a little bit of work over here. At this moment, if you live in America and you're not watching Eurovision, don't forget to go to cheapgraphicnovels.com. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for big books here in America, and tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way for free shipping on your next order after your first one. And I wanted to say thank you all for joining us so much. You all keep me energized, and I love doing these.
You. I didn't mind standing for 2 hours. This was fun.
Oh yes, and the AMA will be at 2 p.m. So in an hour, I have an hour to eat lunch and get some stuff worked. So Dana, how are you? I'm waiting on that book to come in, by the way. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. I don't see you. I'll be back on Monday with a live stream. I'll be back on Wednesday with a live stream at 8 p.m. I think that's it for live streams. And then next week, that next Sunday, when we kick off the DC poll. Everybody have a wonderful day. Stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.
You want to end the stream, baby? Stay minty.
Sure.
Oh,